Hi, and welcome back to Thursdays with Rose. Today we're going to be making pineapple upside down um, cupcakes, and they're going to be done on the light side. So there's lighter points, lighter calories, and keto friendly in some cases. So let's get started with our ingredients. The thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 350. So I've got my cupcake pan here. I'm going to try to make these into 18 cupcakes. I'll let you know how that goes. I've got pineapple slices here, and I cut them into 8 pieces each so that they fit in the bottom of our cupcake pan. You'll see that later. Got a half a cup of melted butter. I'm using melted, I can't believe it's not Butter Light. 3/4 of a cup of sugar substitute. I'm using Splenda sugar substitute, white sugar. I've got 2 cups of self-rising flour. You can use all-purpose flour, just add the baking soda and salt as per the directions for making that. I've got a half a teaspoon of oil here. I've got a half cup of brown sugar. I'm using Splenda brown sugar blend here, magic blend. I've got canola oil is the oil that I'm using. I've got 1 large egg and a 1/4 cup of egg beaters. So we have those together. I've saved the reserved pineapple juice to mix in later. And I also have our maraschino cherries for the centers. So let's get started, and we'll get all this started, put it together. We're going to start out by using the brown sugar and the butter. So we're going to put about 2 teaspoons to half a tablespoon of butter in the bottom of each cupcake pan. So while I'm doing that, we'll come right back. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of the brown sugar blend into the bottom of each cup. And we'll get a nice brown sugar topping there. Since, just as with pineapple upside down cake, as you can imagine, pineapple upside down cupcakes are also upside down until they're done. So I'll finish filling these with my brown sugar. This is our melted butter with brown sugar added. I'm going to start adding my little pineapple chunks. So we'll make it in a flower shape or cross shape if they're small enough. And then I'll put a cherry in the center of each. So I'm going to do that for each cup. These are how I cut up my pineapple slices. So I cut them in half. Cut them in half. And then just cut each of these.
It's so funny.
And I have a little helper with me. Kaylin, are you helping Mimi make pineapple upside down cupcakes? Look how cute my little helper is today. Hi, Kaylin. You're mixing? Not that yet. She'd like to mix the eggs, please. So that's how I chopped up these little pineapples. This is how the bottom of our cupcake. So I've got the butter and brown sugar. And then I put my pineapple pieces. I'm using a brownie pan for the rest.
Baby? That's not the bunny.
My pineapple pieces. Sorry, that's not a brownie. You're right, Kaylin. We're going to have cantaloupe when we're done with cupcakes. She wants cantaloupe today. So this is how we set up. And next I'll be putting the dry ingredients together. I've got 2 cups of my flour in here with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So that's all taken care of. I'm going to combine the oil and the white sugar. I've mixed my canola oil and my sugar together and whisked it until it was blended. And I'm going to dump the mixture of canola oil and white sugar. In my case, white sugar substitute. And then just combine it with a wooden spoon. just until it's combined. And then I've already beaten my large egg and my egg substitute together, so I'm going to add this to my dry ingredients. Just until all the egg is absorbed. Don't need to overmix this. It's going to be sticky and thick, almost like a dough. Can you see how that's dough-like? And that's where our leftover pineapple juice is going to come in. So I'm going to stir in the can of pineapple juice, or the pineapple juice that's left in the can, and mix it until it's thick. But smooth. So I'm going to continue to mix this. I've left a little in the bottom of the can, just in case we need it. And we probably will use all of the juice in the can. So let me go ahead and mix this smooth. And we're back. I'm ready to get these in the oven. I have them a little full, so I'm not sure how they're going to turn out once they're flipped upside down. I'm going to put them in the oven for 15 to 17 minutes and then let them cool for 30 minutes before we try to get them out of this cupcake. So this is how it looks in the pan. They should be 3/4 full, but as you can see, especially the ones on the end, are about 4/4. So I'll get these in the oven. A couple of my cherries popped around a little bit when I was putting in the cake mixture. So we'll see how they turn out when we're all done. 15 to 17 minutes on 350 degrees. They puffed up quite a bit in the oven. It took a full 17 minutes before the toothpicks came out clean. So now I'm going to make an attempt to flip them onto this tray. Let's see how it goes. So here we are. Now many of my cherries actually buried themselves. They're down in there within the cupcake. But the pineapple stood up, which is nice. So we'll determine how these taste after dinner tonight. I think the next time I'll put the cherry down first and then the pineapple, so that perhaps it doesn't absorb itself into the cake like this one. I put another one on top of that one. But they are down in there. You just can't see them. I'm sure they taste really, really good. So thanks for joining me again with Thursdays with Rose. I appreciate your time with me. I hope that you try these upside down pineapple cupcakes for yourself, the light version, so that you could still have a treat. You can have your sweet treat and enjoy it too. So we'll see you next week with Thursdays with Rose. Have a great day.